Hello, I'm Rick Thompson, CEO of Aegis Mortgage Corporation. In February of this year, I asked everyone to join me to accelerate into the future. Wow, this has been a fast year so far. We're well into the third quarter of 2006 as I tape this message. It's been a challenging year for us, all of us. The entire mortgage banking industry breathes the same air, and we're all feeling the effects of rising interest rates. Nevertheless, at Aegis, we're making good progress. Let's look at production volumes. Our production volume for the first half of the year was $9.1 billion. That's up 7% over last year's first half, and it comes out to a 13% increase if we exclude discontinued operations from 2005. Remember that we're in a mortgage lending market that's expected to contract 18% from 2005 to 2006. And Aegis Wholesale is holding strong. At the midpoint of the year, their production was at $6.7 billion, and that's 18% above last year. Even better, wholesale is fast approaching the lower cost to produce targets they've set. The entire team is to be commended for great work. Aegis Lending is the Cinderella story of Aegis in the first half of 2006. Lending has made excellent progress. Production topped $200 million per month for May, June, and July. Their cost to produce is down dramatically. There's great momentum throughout the branch system and in Baton Rouge. Aegis Funding has struggled as the subprime wholesale market has been challenging. Our people are working hard to produce while managing costs and implementing needed changes to become a more profitable organization. Funding also has senior management's full attention, and I applaud the efforts of everyone at every level who's working to manage through these difficult times. We will make it. Aegis Home Equity had a strong first half with production up 21% over 2005. They've contributed $204 million in production and are doing really well, again in a challenging and competitive market niche. Let me mention the servicing division of Aegis Mortgage, which will soon be known by its own name, Aegis Loan Servicing. This operation, whose business it is to service our entire loan inventory, plus a set of subprime loans made by the Aegis companies, has seen strong growth. The group currently services more than 50,000 loans, and their pre-tax contribution to Aegis in the first half of 2006 was a strong $4.9 million. So with such strong production in most of our operations, what's the bigger picture? Everybody knows that revenues are only part of the overall landscape. Even though production's up, our profits aren't rising along with it at the rates we might have expected a few years ago. We must realize that even in cyclical markets, there are some cycle-neutral trends that will always be with us. They're rooted in competitive forces, and they're here to stay. First, revenues overall are declining. It's called margin compression. Second, the cost to produce is declining all over the industry. Everybody has to keep up, originating loans better, faster, cheaper. Third, technology combined with efficient operations is an important key to getting ahead in the game. What are we doing about these trends? We've lowered our pricing to be more competitive in the subprime arena, and that's working. Each of our subsidiaries has initiatives in place to lower their cost to produce. We're tackling our technology issues and working hard on ways to make our operating platforms more efficient. Nevertheless, we posted a small loss at the end of the first half of 2006. It's a tough market. But take heart. The first half of the year in mortgage banking is traditionally slower than the second half. Look at what you've accomplished in the first half of 2006. As we continue to monitor cost and grow production, and as the interest rate environment begins to normalize, I'm confident we'll finish the year on a positive note. I want you to understand that we are moving forward in every channel. In this kind of market, the people who think about, plan for, and accelerate into the future aggressively, those people will own the future. That's what I want us to do. Drive fast, but under control, and with our eyes firmly fixed on that long road ahead. Make no mistake, even though we're in a transitional market, we are building a premier mortgage banking operation. And you're part of it. So now let's talk about the rest of the year and where we go after that. Our message is the same. We are accelerating into the future. For the remainder of the year, the Executive Committee and I will be devoting a lot of energy into setting our strategic direction and developing plans for the coming years. We've begun a series of planning sessions looking hard at what our strengths are and how we can use them to capitalize on the future. We've done some preliminary work, and what we're aiming for is to become more effective at meeting challenges than we ever have before. We're going to tackle our opportunities with more organization, more planning, more power. An early return from our strategic planning is this imperative. We must create the most energized workforce in the mortgage banking industry. Why? Because the way we create value at Aegis is through people working together to help other people. It's obvious we have fantastic people all over this company in every part of the country. In my branch visits, I meet such high-quality people. And I know a lot of the folks at corporate too. And we have some real powerhouses there as well. At Aegis, we believe in the integrity and importance of individuals, and we believe in you. I call this viewing our business through a people lens. If you believe that nothing special gets accomplished in our business without great people, and I do, then you understand why we absolutely have to build the most energized workforce in the mortgage industry. And we're well on our way. When we get there, we'll be unstoppable. We'll be able to tell recruits to join us because you don't want to have to compete against us. For the balance of 2006, I'd like to ask each of you to maintain your perspective. You're part of a company that's growing into a premier mortgage banking operation. I'd like to ask you to stay focused on the nuts and bolts of your business, work with speed and precision, and move forward aggressively. When I travel around the country and meet Aegis people, I continue to be energized by your energy. Your enthusiasm rekindles mine. Your commitment reminds me to redouble my own. Thank you to all of you for your hard work, your enthusiasm, and your commitment to our Aegis family. I am so proud to be associated with all of you. I know you'll do your best to help Aegis accelerate into the future. I look forward to seeing you out there.